In the event of a water damage emergency, call PuroClean of Cenla.
Hey everybody, good morning. How's it going? Looking beautiful out there on Toledo Bend as it has been the last, couple of weeks. And Miss Madeline, if you need a good solid rain, I don't know. I don't see a good solid rain in the near future. I think some scattered stuff returns, but it's going to take it kind of squaring up the right spots. And unfortunately, I think we need a good widespread soaking rain at this point, and I don't see it coming. So there's Toledo Bend this morning, tranquil, calm, just no wave action. Beautiful. Man, looks lovely. Little jealous if you're out there. Alexandria, some high clouds. You can see the cars moving along. Just not much going on this morning. Nice, calm, lazy Monday morning, as I believe the kids are out of school today, so less traffic and hopefully a nice long weekend for the kids. I know it's probably not for the teachers. They're probably in there working as hard as ever. Now we have some showers and storms off the coast of North Carolina. Also a few storms up there in North Mississippi sinking southward. Not going to make it into our area. So if you have plans outside today, you are good to go. 77 degrees Alexandria right now, 80 in Leesville, and 84 in New Orleans. It's warm, it's humid, it's the same as it's been. Light winds for today. I don't expect much in the way of rainfall coverage here, so no gusty winds around those storms. I mean, you see a couple little sprinkles trying to form up there, so we still have our token 10% chance in the forecast, but generally just some fair weather clouds, maybe a brief shower, and that's about it. 92 degrees by 4 p.m., mostly cloudy skies, so we'll see some high clouds and we'll see those fair weather clouds, the cumulus clouds popping up, but they should not get significant enough depth to produce rainfall. Not going to get heavy enough and not going to get deep enough to produce that for most of us. Could be a storm or two, especially up along I-20, just in our northern fringes, but that's going to be the most likely area for that. Here it is on Futurecast here, the radar just showing again a couple of showers, couple of sprinkles moving in from the northeast toward the southwest, and those are going to just kind of be there during the peak heating of the day. GFS model actually starting to show a few things. I'm going to show you one other thing here. It's going to be kind of interesting. There's that upper level feature off the coast of the Carolinas producing the rainfall. We start to see a little bit of rain return, at least just a tiny bit on the GFS by Wednesday. But you see here, we've got a lot of action off the eastern seaboard here. And let me show you this really quickly. I'm going to pull up this map and go to the display capture. This is the ensemble run. So this is the average of like 30 different runs showing the jet stream on the GFS. And notice this. So I don't expect you, this is where I come in. I'm going to explain all this to you. You see, there's this dip across our area, so a little trough there. Off to the eastern seaboard, we have, it's like an east coast trough is what we'll call it. And with the winds here, 30 to 70 miles per hour in that jet stream, that's going to deflect any sort of tropical energy away from us. And see, that thing dips way down into the Gulf as well. So unfavorable conditions. So that's why we're not seeing anything developing out there. And that east coast trough, man, that's a protector for not only us, but for the entire United States. So that's going to linger for at least the next 10 days, and that puts us at about September 25th. So some great news if, you don't want a tropical system. So I'm getting much more encouraged that we're not going to have to deal with something. I would ideally love to see that across the entire country. We shall see. Looks like we'll see at least some form of rainfall returning to the forecast briefly around late this week into the weekend. Here's your area of interest over the tropics. Again, this thing, it's going to get caught up in that east coast trough, so it starts to move toward the northwest. Once it gets close enough to that trough to feel that impact, it's going to get pulled off to the northeast. And it's a good thing because this thing looks like it's coming together and it's going to be a large system. So, again, no real worries here with that big trough on the eastern seaboard. That's going to deflect, protect, and keep everything away. And here's what we have in the area for the next 7 days. If you've been watching in the last several days, not much going on in the forecast with rainfall, so this looks like craziness, which typically it wouldn't look like much. 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch for most over the next 7 days. Might be a little generous on that, but still, I think we're going to see at least something in the area for the next 5 days. After that, it looks like a dry weekend. Low 90s for the next 7 with upper 60s at night. It looks warm through the end of the month here, so no big cool downs, no cold fronts that we're watching. Trust me, I'm looking for anything to post about because there's nothing to talk about. Like, I've noticed, I've had a few followers peel off, and I'm like, wait, no, I promise there will be weather again. They'll come back. It's all right. So it looks like it is going to get a little more active toward the end of the month, but again, nothing tropically speaking, nothing too scary out there. So more good news from the Weather Center. Let's see. Does that green dip into Gina? Now I see your comment. I don't think so. I mean, the green, that's a general thunderstorm outlook. That just means you have like a 10% chance or greater of seeing just a little isolated pop-up storm. So even if it were to get over Gina, that does not mean that you're going to see any real rain here. And thank you, Mr. Steve. Where are you selling shrimp today? Let us know, because that man is out there. That's the dude you see on the side of the road selling shrimp. He gets the good stuff, so we don't have to drive down to Grand Isle and do it ourselves. All right, I'm going to get out of here for today. I hope you guys have a wonderful work week, and I will be back tomorrow.